The following moments may contain explicit language.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, there she is. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching us here on, what do we call it? Uncanceled Culture.
Cancel culture.
I got a lot of things on my mind, people. I got a lot of stuff. I decided to stop drinking Alani's. I mean, I got a lot of things going on in my mind. But I do have a Celsius.
Distributed by the same company?
It might be. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Literally the same company.
We'll get to that in a little bit. What's up? What you guys doing? I'm Porky.
The Louis.
Cranky over there. There he is. Smile, Crank. I see it. I see it. Yeah, I see it. I see
Big
it.
shout out. Thanks to Unity Stream Media Network.
Yeah, thank you guys. The guys over at Unistream Media Network on the Grounded podcast. There's also Gathering Glow podcast. Make sure you take a look at that one. And man, I watched some of their stuff, and it's like pretty uplifting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was watching a few of it, too.
And it kind of makes me think, like, what are we doing here?
Not that. Not that.
Yeah, no, it's funny.
If we're
Yeah, it's
uplifting
funny.
you, you have major problems.
Yeah, you got other stuff going on. You may have to go see a psychiatrist or something. I don't know. But yeah, thank you to Unistream Media Network. Looking for sponsors. Got to throw that out there.
Definitely looking for sponsors.
Looking for sponsors. If you guys know anybody that wants to sponsor, we've got the show. We'll say your name. We'll do skits. I don't care. I don't know.
Ads.
We'll figure it out, and we'll put your name somewhere.
We'll have Cranky just in one of your shirts.
Something.
We'll put a shirt on him. He's
Well, he's
butt naked right now. So
and his microphone is on.
And his microphone
mic's
is
on.
plugged.
It is on.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, again, thanks guys. And so, how was y'all's week? What happened
Long.
last week? Oh no, Fiesta. No, not Fiesta.
Nothing yet. It just
Easter.
No,
we
we already
pa-
did
we're-
that. We're way past that, bro.
in 5, 4, 3.
Let's start again.
Oh my God.
No, I mean, I don't know. This week was a long week, man. Just a bunch of stuff, work and kids and things. End of school year stuff too, and
It's coming up already, isn't it?
yeah,
April, May, June.
not even. I think don't they finish the last week of June? I think they finished the last
In
week. I mean, the
June?
last week of May. I think.
I think. Well, it depends.
Yeah.
I know some
Depends
of the
on the school
schools.
district, too.
Some of the schools go to June, but I heard that. Don't get me. Well, if you're in the East Central School District, you can quote me. You can fix my quote. But I heard that there was over 700 seniors graduating.
Oh dang! I thought you were gonna say over 700 runs scored against
Hey,
Judson, but
In one high school?
In East Central.
In East
The
Central?
the seniors.
they have a class of 700, over 700.
over 700.
Is it are these carried over from the last ones or what? From the last few years?
Yeah, they
they're
didn't
finally
make it the first
graduating.
time. They gave him a chance again. It was like, no, you can do it. You can do it. But no, we know somebody that's graduating this year, and they announced it, and I'm like, 700. I'm like, how are they gonna be announcing the names? Like,
Sound like an auction?
hey, UTSA. They probably don't even say like where they're going if they're going anywhere. I mean, for 700 people, how do you? What if you're?
I mean, that's like a university.
Do they have 700 people graduating at one time?
I mean,
Who the hell wants to go to East Central in the first place?
yeah. How many? I was asking Daniel. How many are in your class? So he has 550 now.
That's not
now,
East Central though.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is
That's still a big district.
that's still a
why
for
they had-
you
that's why
know
they had another
for it being too and they're going up because they're gonna have other
Eh.
schools now coming in too.
Well, that depends on the enrollment.
Correct.
So if you have 500 seniors graduating,
Well, but then you also got to think about it. That's 550 right now. You still have next year, man. How many drop off? You know what I mean? I mean, we started off with, I don't know what we started
what
off
did
with.
we have? We have like 400?
Three
500?
something.
No way.
No, graduating.
Graduating.
Yeah, but what did
Really?
we start off with?
Oh,
We
what-
started off with, we were way higher.
Oh, I don't know.
I think we were close to 500, if
'Cause
not,
it- oh, you
yeah,
s-
right around there.
Are you saying because someone got pregnant or what? Is that what
Or,
you're saying?
or just didn't graduate.
Oh, my apologies to the class of 95.
and 4 and 3.
But yeah, man, no, it's been slow. We did talk about Fiesta coming up.
Fiesta's coming up.
The end of this week.
I think this week is the Strawberry Festival.
We just
That
passed.
already passed.
Oh, that already passed. Oh, so then.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
wait,
passed.
yeah.
Where-
This
yeah.
week starts. It starts
week.
Thursday.
Yes,
It's
sir.
Thursday.
Is
Wednesday,
that the
no?
taste of? It's Thursday.
Oh, Thursday.
The official Fiesta.
Is
Starts
it
Thursday.
Wednesday?
Yeah,
I
Wednesday.
think the Taste of the North Side starts Wednesday.
Okay, so, well, they said the first event is Thursday. Is what they've been announcing on the news.
Well, if you want to spend $300
To go to Taste of Northside.
to go to Taste of the North Side, you can.
I'm gonna spend 10% of that and go to Oyster Bake
So
on Friday.
okay, all right. So let's go into that because now
Okay, yeah. we
the
do.
Market Square,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Market Square is gonna charge $5
Yes.
for you to go in during the weekdays after 6, and on the weekends it's after 1.
Yep.
And then kids
So if you're
12 and
already in-
under.
Yeah, if you're
Well, yeah, if
already
you're
in.
in, you got grandfathered, I guess, if you want to call it that.
So you don't think that there's gonna be a plethora?
No, but I want to know. I want to know what about the people that are getting there at 6:00? How are you gonna make them start paying?
Well, now remember they have you have to go through some security thing now to get
So
in.
do they just stop?
So
them
they
and then-
stop and they start charging.
It's gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be crazy.
Heck,
It's
to
gonna
get in.
Right. Filth, Florin,
Yeah.
Florin, filth.
Sorry, we gotta clean up our image.
Hey, gay man.
I'm not opposed to it.
No,
I'm not
I'm
opposed
just
to it.
saying.
All in favor. All opposed.
Did Cranky's raise his hand? He didn't raise his hand.
They're gonna have 4 entrances. That's what I heard.
4.
Yeah. Which is probably gonna be off of Santa Rosa. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be the one in the back by under the bridge.
By what's the Mexican restaurant?
Well, then they're gonna have that one right there by Mi Tierra.
Yeah, my
Oh,
yeah.
Mi
Right.
Tierra. Do you
and then
wanna
the fourth
call-
one is
yeah.
probably on the other side because they had 2 exits before under the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have the entrance on Santa Rosa, and then I'm thinking the one on
Okay.
by Mi Tierra.
So here's what they said. This is what they wanted. They wanted to charge this because it's gonna offset the cost of the security, which is, I guess the extra security roaming around, whether they're police officers or
Well, due to the shootings that have
due to
happened the past
the
couple of years.
Edgars that went in there and
Yeah.
caused problems, and I can understand that. I do, but I think it's funny that people get upset about it. Oh, you're gonna make me pay $5,
Then don't go.
sir? You just paid $20 for a can of I don't know what, and you're gonna complain about $5. You're gonna spend $300, and you're gonna complain about $5.
Yep.
I haven't been to Fiesta in years.
Don't get that extra torta.
Which one?
Exactly.
Well, one of them is gonna cost $5. One of them's gonna be free.
I mean, is
You
it?
mean her?
I mean, is it?
You mean her subscription is gonna cost $5?
I mean, is it? Because then you have they'll probably be in line for the gorditas and the tripas and everything else.
We'll
so.
just be glad it's just $5 and not $5 a pound.
Oh my goodness.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you move over right there? Right there. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 25. Oh, but so yeah, and then now they're gonna start doing they're gonna start doing the charging and stuff like that. So I mean, I'm sure people are upset about it, but I mean, really, people save. It's like New Year's. People save up all year long to buy fireworks, and they spend 5, 6, 7, 8, 1,000 buying fireworks because you know how expensive they are.
They
So
go up, they
like-
go up every year. Go up.
So I mean, you're gonna save money for a fiesta, then you shouldn't be complaining. And then I'm saying, like, those people may not be complaining. You know what I mean? Because they don't care. They just want to go have fun.
I think the ones that are complaining are the ones that probably go every day.
Yeah, you do have a lot of people.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of
That's a lot of money, man. But I mean, but $5 is it gonna break you?
I mean, no, but I mean, if you go every day, I mean, and then they didn't say, is there gonna be an In and Out?
Ah, true. I don't know.
Or a
Did they
Five
say?
Guys, or a Whataburger.
Yes.
Or
Hey.
You know what I mean? Like the rule is it gonna be?
well, you know what? I'll say that I bet you that if
There probably isn't.
they're charging, they're
Nah,
they're
they
they're gonna
probably
tell you. I mean, unless they're gonna stamp you or put a wristband.
A wristband.
But then now that's a bigger cost.
Well, don't they stamp you at Niosa?
No,
You buy a wristband, don't you?
I think you have to buy the wristband.
You
Yeah,
get a wristband, right?
You get
So
a
could
wristband to come in, yeah.
So you come in and out.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if they let you in and out. Do they?
I don't remember. I haven't been to Niosa.
I don't.
I
I don't
haven't been in
think.
Niosa.
Oh no, they do. They do.
Really?
My mom, she got sick one day when we were at Niosa, and so we were able to walk her out and then come back in.
And then come back in.
Yes.
Oh, it's been since 1922 since I've been to Fiesta. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see how that goes because you know how people are. You know, people are
Yeah.
going to complain, and then there's going to be other people that say, you shouldn't be complaining. But here's something that you can complain about. I'm going to get the name right this time. Because coming up next is the River City Rundown, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for River City Rundown. Yay.
What was he calling it?
Roundup.
Roundup.
River City Roundup, people. No, it's River City Rundown. It's where we go through our local sports here in San Antonio to give you guys a little knowledge of what is going on. Starting with UIW softball. They have a 2-game series on the 14th and 15th against East Texas A&M. And then...
Been looking forward to that series forever.
yeah, can't wait.
Can't wait.
And then on the 24th, the baseball team has a 3-game series at here in San Antonio against Texas A&M Corpus Christi. And then we've got UTSA. UTSA has a 3-game series starting on April 17th against the Charlotte. Is it Charlotte University or University of Charlotte? Anyway,
Oh, Charlotte. I think it's.
just Charlotte?
Yeah.
Charlotte University?
I think so.
So they have a 3-game series starting Friday, April 17th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then the softball team is actually playing in UAB. Is that Alabama? Yeah, Alabama Birmingham. Friday, they'll be in Alabama playing the 3-game series against them. And then I hadn't brought up the Gunslingers yet, but we have the Gunslingers. San Antonio Gunslingers, our only indoor arena football team. How many teams have we gone through?
Arena football?
Yeah. You remember the Force?
The Force. I remember the Force.
Remember the Force?
The Talon.
Talons.
And that's it, though.
I don't know if we had...
Force, Talons. What was the other one that we just had?
The Gunslingers.
Gunslingers.
No, the one,
Before them?
the XFL. What didn't we have an XFL one? Brahmas.
Oh.
No, but we're talking about arena
we're
football.
talking about arena.
Yeah,
Arena.
yeah, yeah. It was
Arena.
Talons,
Arena.
Gunslingers, and.
Pay attention, sir.
Sorry,
Pay attention.
sorry,
Put
sorry,
your
sorry.
phone
Force-
down. Pay attention.
The Force were in. Were they in? They weren't in the hemisphere,
They were
were
in
they?
Freeman. No? And that wasn't that long ago, was it?
Because the Talons were in the Alamo Dome.
Talons were in Alamo Dome. The Force?
Or were they? No, I don't think.
I wish we had a stat guy.
I wish.
A stat guy that may be looking this up to find out where.
My 8 millionth and something search.
Gave us nothing because
Gave
we
us
haven't said
nothing.
anything. That's a good one though. What did they? So we did have San Antonio Force. I want to say it was in the Freeman, wasn't it?
Unless it wasn't.
So are you saying that they played in the hemisphere?
I thought. I mean, I can't be that long. You're right.
Yeah, I don't know if it was that long ago. You probably can't even find it.
Played their home games at the Hemisphere Arena.
Oh my God! How long ago was it? Give a year?
I mean,
Oh my
the
God!
Spurs started playing the Alamo Dome in '92. They knocked it down as soon as the Spurs started playing there.
Wow.
So I'm guessing the Force was probably like a year, and I want to say maybe 90,
Yeah,
91.
'cause they only played. I don't even think they finished the season. I wish we could look that up, but I don't even think they finished the season. I think halfway through, I think they nixed it and everything was done. So I mean, I don't know.
In the 1992 season, they went 0-10.
Oh, they lost all their games.
One of the few winless seasons in AFL history. So I mean, they played in 1992.
So
it was
so they did play a whole season.
right after that. Right after that season, they probably nixed them, and then
Meh.
they knocked down
And then
the
we
Hemisphere.
got hockey,
And then they knocked down the Hemisphere.
Frankie's favorite sport. But
Well, that's something we don't have anymore, right?
Hockey?
No,
No, we don't
hockey,
have
no.
hockey anymore.
we don't have that.
And with hockey, what do we had? The Rampage, the Iguanas,
We had the Iguanas first, and then we had the Dragons.
the Dragons.
So the Dragons and the Iguanas were coexisting
Uh-huh.
at one point. And then the Iguanas kind of faded away, and the Dragons actually went to a bigger league, which was the IHL at that time,
Yeah.
and they started playing in the Alamo Dome. So they were both playing in Freeman at one point.
Yeah, because the Iguanas were in the Central,
Yes,
Right.
Central Hockey League,
and the Dragons were the International.
International, IHL.
yeah.
And then what happened after that, everything kind of disbanded, and then they got part of the AHL. Now the AHL is basically the AAA for the NHL. So they're one step below. But which what we used to have, what we had, like the Rampage.
The Rampage.
And then the Rampage disappeared, and now we don't have nothing. Now you got to go to Cedar Park up there in Austin to watch hockey. But anyway, talking about the gunslingers here.
Oh, we had the Toros.
Toros.
But that wasn't. I don't think that was arena, right? What was that?
No,
I
the
don't know,
Toros.
what
Oh, it was the Continental Football League. That's right.
Oh no, but they're who brought that up? I think Cranky brought it up,
yeah.
didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, so they're starting up. So they're Continental Football League, which is basically like a semi-pro type thing.
Well, and that's what the Warriors also, back in like 2004, 2005, something like that. We had like a semi-pro league also, and it was the San Antonio Warriors.
So many things, man. So many things. But for currently, our gunslingers, they have on the Saturday 18th, they've got 4 p.m. against the Vegas Nighthawks. And I want to say this is North Arizona. NAZ Wranglers? Northern Arizona, maybe? But NAZ Wranglers, they play them on September 25th at the Freeman Coliseum at 4 o'clock as well. So to finish off the roundup, ladies and gentlemen, roundup, I said it again. Rundown. The missions. The missions starting their schedule. They've got another 6-game series coming up on the 21st, which is a Tuesday, and runs all the way till Sunday. So I had a question about that. Now, they didn't exactly run along the lines as Major League Baseball, because Major League Baseball does 3-game series, 4-game series. So theirs were kind of between a 3 and sometimes 5-game series, which, of course, is not, 6-game series, it's not much of a difference. But how long have they been doing that?
The 6-game series?
Have they been doing that for a long
they've
time?
done it. They've done it before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've done it before, like a long a
I don't
homestand.
remember. Not for 6 games. I mean, I understand a 6-game homestand, but I don't remember against one team. Because usually you'd have 3 or 4 teams come in, for a 3-game series, 4-game series. But anyway, so they got a series coming up April 21st through the 26th. So that is your Rivercity Rundown. But we have to finish off with our Spurs, who finished with a record of 61 and what? 62?
62.
And 18?
No, wasn't it 62 and 20?
It's got to be 20.
Yeah, because it's 82 games. And they hit 62 wins, didn't they? NBA standings.
Oh, yeah, 62 and 20.
62 and 20.
62 and 20.
Yeah.
So they will be facing the winner of the Portland Phoenix series.
Yep.
What
Who do we
do
want?
you really? Well, let me ask real quick. What do you think of the play-in?
I think it's not fair to the 7 and 8 seeds that are locked,
Yeah,
that
'cause-
have the.
Because now you got to fight even more.
You
Because
know-
if you lose, if you're part of the 7 and 8 game, if you lose, you still have a chance because you play the winner
Of the 9
of
and
the
10.
9 and 10 game, and then the winner of that one becomes the 8th seed.
Yes.
So you think it's not fair?
It's not fair to the. Well, in this case, I mean, it's not fair to Phoenix, and they're the 7th seed right now. It's not
Okay.
fair to them because they're 45 and 37. The 10 seed, which is Golden State, is 37 and 45, which is totally opposite.
Right.
So in this case,
Shouldn't the 7th seed have played the 10?
that's what I was thinking too. Maybe that should happen.
So that in itself should be a little playoff, right?
Yeah,
there.
that should happen.
Even though it's one game.
Because now, if you think about it, Phoenix can be out and Golden State can be in.
Yeah. And you're right.
So they went from 10th all the way to
To the 8th seed,
seed.
and Phoenix is out. Outside
I
looking
mean,
in.
I know that it would
Phoenix
make.
is 7 right now. Phoenix
Yeah.
is 7 right now.
Yeah, and by 3 games. Like I know that it would be a lot more difficult, right? It's going to be a lot more headaches, but honestly, I would say if it's even close, if you're within 3 games, then you're able to play in the playing game. But if you're not, then why are you even considered? Like you think Portland and the Clippers are both 42 and 40. I can see that being the playing game, and whoever wins plays the Thunder, and then the 7th seed just plays San Antonio.
Right.
Because Golden State is literally 5 games behind the 8th and 9th seed. To me, that's too much. And like Cranky said, then you're gonna have Phoenix might be a possibility that they're not even gonna make it,
Right.
and they're 8 games ahead of Golden State. So that's not fair, right? But again, they want to make it interesting. I get it, and I see why they're doing the 9 and 10th people playing, because they have to have the lowest seed play against the Thunder.
Right. Yeah.
So I see that.
You still gotta
I
have
see that. But you can still do it if 7 and 10 play, and 10 wins. Well, then 10 would play them. But if 7 wins, well, then they would play the Spurs.
Right.
Just make it fair. But they're not making it fair.
And not only that, so now you got Phoenix that's 45 and 37. They could still be an 8 seed and have a better record than a 7 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get you. I don't know, man. I'm not. It's the NBA and it's about money when it comes down to it. Put more games. What's 1 or 2 extra games, right? Put some money in the pockets. That's what I think. I mean, I don't see how boring was it? It just okay. It's almost as if they did it for the Western Conference, because the Western Conference is stacked, right? Any one of those teams might have a chance. Minnesota, the Lakers even, or maybe not, but because they ain't got Luka and Reeves now. But compare all the teams in the Western Conference to the Eastern Conference, with the exception of Detroit.
But do you think about it, dude? I was looking at this the other day, and you think about it. I want to say this is like the first year that every team from the Eastern Conference 1 through 10 has a winning record.
True. Yeah.
True.
That is true.
I don't know what it was last year. You know, this might be the first year that the Western Conference has a losing record, a team with a losing record in the
Yeah.
If
play.
Golden State
If
makes
Golden
it.
State goes through, yeah.
Which honestly, I don't see them winning. I don't. But who knows? I mean, the ball could be dropping for them, and the Clippers could be having a horrible game, right? What I want to get to is, I heard on the Four Letter Network today that they were talking about if the Spurs, if the loss to Denver cost them more than what they actually realized. Not playing Wemby, if it really cost them more. Because when you think about it, and Cranky brought it up yesterday after the game, he said, well, we had a great season, because to me, he felt they're going to lose in the second round. Doesn't matter who they're playing, because now they have a harder road to the championship, right? And one of the guys on there was saying that. He was like, look, don't tell me Wemby couldn't play. Wemby had a bruised rib. He sat out a game, but then he plays Friday and scores 40 points. And you're telling me that he can't play on a Sunday? He already had a day rest. And after he plays on Sunday, he's going to have a week rest. You can't tell me that, come on, like, so were they trying to, you know, and even at that, you think about Denver, their last two games, it's like if they wanted to lose to go to the 4th seed, because they sat 7 and 8 players both games. So, of course, so now they're making it seem like, okay, so it doesn't matter, you know, they get through the first round, if they get through the first round, right? They still have to do that. But if they do that, then they're going to have to play a tougher opponent than OKC would have, because you would have had Denver and OKC have to battle it out if Denver was the 4th seed.
Okay.
But now that they're the 3rd seed, more than likely they'll win their series. If they win theirs and the Spurs win theirs, they have to face in the second round, and now that's a tougher matchup, because then if the Spurs get through Denver, which they lost 3 out of the 4 games they lost since February, 3 were to Denver. If they lose to Denver, if they beat Denver, then they still have to go through Oklahoma. So that's 2 really tough series for them, right? But then you have the other guy, SA, saying, hey, if you're a champion, you don't care who you face. If you have to go through the toughest grind out a tough victory, then that should give you more momentum, because you played a tough team. And that didn't have to coast through and then try to play hard in the championship series, right? Or in the championship, like the Western or the conference championship. So I don't know what your take is. I don't think, honestly, I just think that they haven't played great against Denver, but they've been in the lead for the majority, except for this past game. They've been in the lead for the majority of the games, and they just let it slip. I think, like we talked about, if the coach does his job and slows the players down, slow the momentum down. You have the lead. Slow the momentum down. I know that they're a run and gun team. They score a lot of points. But if you're missing shots, slow the game down. I think they can control the game if the coach does his job. That's my soapbox take.
I was thinking that I don't think they cared. Now, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't think they cared who they were going to play. Because which is weird, because I just thought about, like, when we had the big 3, and I know, I'm going back into history talking about them. But when we had those guys, we didn't care who we played, because we knew that we did have a chance against all of them. So shouldn't we give these guys the same kind of, respect as well? Like, they don't have the experience. That's all they've been talking about is the experience.
Everybody's talking about
like,
that.
That's all they're talking about, experience. We haven't even given them a chance. we haven't even seen how they played in their first series yet, and we don't even know who we're playing.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to playoff experience, you're just going by players, or are you going by coach too? Because Denver doesn't have the same coach they won the championship with.
Well, I guess maybe what I'm trying to say is that you make a good point, because we had Pop, right? We had Pop at that point. Now we don't have Pop, but we have these players. So,
But what he's saying is like, if they're saying the team doesn't have experience, that means you have 2 guys on your starting 5 that are 2 years in, 3 years in. They've never been to the playoffs, so they have no experience. You got a couple other guys that, okay, Fox has been there, but they didn't do anything. And then you have Prosecco that, I don't know, yay, he played all 82 games. Okay. But what did he really do, right?
I'm surprised he had double digits points per game when he's had a goose egg in like 4 of them.
Well, it's because he freaking scored 17 in 1 quarter, and, that brings up his average. But
a lovable loser.
So, here, you know what really scares me? Is that Stephen A. is on the Spurs side right now. He's telling everybody they don't care, and that's the best attitude to have going in, because they don't have something to base it upon. They don't have something to, oh man, the last time, like they don't have that. They're going in and they've played the whole season that way. And a lot of people didn't give them this, what they're giving them now, their props, right?
Right.
During the season. It wasn't until the end of the season that they were like, hey, this is a team to have to worry about. And of course, they're saying this team should win the championship if they all stay healthy and stay together, or maybe get one other person. In the next 3 years, they should have 1 or 2 championships. This is what they're saying. Stephen A. saying that. It scares me, though, that he is rooting for us because he's a curse himself.
Frankie, nothing to add? No?
Like what?
I don't know, man. I
mean, maybe he's right in a way to where maybe it's us that are the ones that don't want to face those teams. Maybe it's the fans that don't want to face those teams. We don't know how the team is thinking.
Yeah, we don't know.
We're the ones that watched the games and saw like, oh man, we don't want to face them. But they're the ones that played the game.
Right.
And be like, well, this is what we did wrong, and I bet you if we do this right, we're gonna win.
Yeah, who's to say that they're not hashing everything out right now, saying, okay, well, if we're gonna play these guys, and
I mean, who's to say that they didn't lose? I mean, lose on pride. I don't think they lost on purpose, but who's to say, hey, well, they still got to play Minnesota in the first round. Minnesota ain't no slouch.
True.
They
They got the second coming of Jordan.
What
right?
if Minnesota takes them to 7 games in the first round?
yeah,
I thought the first round was 5.
No, 7 now.
Oh, it's 7?
It's been 7 for the past 20 years, I think.
Is it? Shoot, man.
I don't know. Wish you had a stat guy.
Well,
Somebody that would be Johnny on the spot. That'd be
we'll
really
find,
great.
We'll find it in our budget to get one.
If we had a budget, we need sponsors.
We're in debt right now.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
we're paying. We owe on this camera right now. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think we've given them a fair. I think some people. I won't say we. I think there's some people that aren't even giving them a chance because they don't know. We don't know how they're going to be in the playoffs. We saw them all season long, and and then you got those 2 guys. The video I sent you, that TikTok with those 2 guys that were saying that San Antonio's dumb for losing that last game and not playing Wemby and blah blah blah. And it's like, dude, you're probably not even. Didn't even watch half the games. I'm sure.
I don't know. They didn't. I mean, you play Wendy, and what if Harper got hurt last night? I don't know if y'all knew.
Yeah. I saw the little thing came up. He got hurt.
The last game of the season in 2012 or 2011, I think, when they were the number 1 seed and lost to Memphis, Manu played the last season. What happened? He broke his elbow, playing with a fractured elbow that whole first round. So no, they're not done for sending Wemby. I mean, shoot, you don't watch you want to go into the playoffs fully healthy.
Wasn't there a year that Duncan was out too in the playoffs?
The year after the '99 championship.
Yeah.
So we were in the playoffs. He got hurt, or he got hurt.
He
before.
got hurt
before.
before. They didn't even play him in the
Yeah, he didn't
playoffs.
play the playoffs at
and
all.
they got knocked down the first round.
1-2
That was a
barbecue.
5-game series.
Yeah. 2002 was the last year that they had a 5-game series.
Ooh, Cranky's on it.
Yeah.
Cranky's on it.
2002 was the last year they had a 5-game series.
Well, because I remember the 5-game series because of Seattle.
That was
When they beat Denver.
Yeah.
I mean, when Denver beat Seattle.
Yeah.
And
Matumbo
that
They
was,
were
that
the-
was
they
a
were the
5
first,
game, right?
yeah.
Yep,
They were
that
the
was-
first 8 seed to beat a.
That was
Yeah.
a 5-game series, if I remember correctly. So,
Yep.
but I don't know. I mean, we're a week away still, basically. So we don't know.
Game 1 is Sunday
Game 1 Sunday at
Sunday night, the
on-
last game of the freaking
of the playoffs
of the first of the
game.
weekend
round.
of the
Yeah.
weekend first weekend round. That's like stupid.
Stupid.
It's stupid.
Well, be on the lookout. We might have a Spurs watch party.
Hey,
for uncanceled culture.
I don't know. Louis got to hash this stuff out, man.
We're in talks with a couple people, so see if we can get it all situated
Man,
for one of the 4 games.
that would be cool. That would be cool. We can do a little something out there, wherever it's gonna be. We don't know yet.
We don't
if
know
there
yet.
is gonna be a place. So we're gonna switch it up a little bit because we got our Spurs talk in, but we kind of made an effort when we kind of started this back up again that we were gonna kind of change the way we do the show and what we're gonna talk about and things like that. But it seems that we cannot escape what would be considered a hot button topic. It's all over the news. It's all over Facebook. It's all over TikTok. It's all over everything. And for one, because it involves a young person. And before we even get into it, I do want to say it is a young person who passed away. It's a family that's been grieving since October of 25. They lost their daughter. They'll never have their daughter back. So in the conversation, that's the underlying thing. They did lose a daughter. But the way that this is kind of going is not sitting well with me. And I'm not completely angry. I'm not like, so pissed off that I gotta, not try and curse or whatever. I'm not that angry. But it did make me think. So let me get to the story, and I'm sure Louis will fill me in as I'm going along. So 17-year-old down in the Rio Grande Valley.
Westlaco, Texas.
Westlaco, Hidalgo County, I believe. Passed away in October of 2025 due to an enlarged heart. She did not have any
Underlying issues.
any other issues, any underlying issues. She was a healthy 17-year-old girl, but she died of an enlarged heart due to excessive caffeine consumption.
It says that the diagnosis is an enlarged heart due to stress and a large amounts of caffeine.
Now, stress, is that stress on the heart
Yeah.
or stress from her everyday activities?
Well, I think they're
Are they just saying that her heart was just...
Well, I think they're saying because of her stress, right? One, she had a lot of stress, which is the reason that they're saying she was drinking so many, right? She was stressed because she had a lot on her plate her senior year. And so not only the stress, but then the stress that the energy drinks put on her heart
Okay.
was like a double homicide, basically.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Double whammy.
Yeah, so that's what caused her death. Now, you've heard how much.
So for kids, like they're not even a recommendation. They're saying that they shouldn't
Have caffeine.
more than 100 milligrams of caffeine in one day.
Yeah.
Alani on their can says that it's 200 milligrams. Now, does 200 milligrams a day cause that much problems to a heart, to a person, if you drink one?
Okay. No, right? Now
I would say no.
Now, it does affect people different.
Of course.
Right?
Yes. Yes. It
I'll
does.
tell you, Sabrina tells me that when she drinks an energy drink, that her heart races. And she feels
It's,
like
it's not just because she sees you. Hey.
that's only something. That's only no past July. No, she
Which
she
is
says
coming up.
exactly. She says that it makes her heart race, and especially if she hasn't eaten anything,
Oh yeah.
that it has much more of an effect. Now, yes, does it give her some energy? Yes. Does it get her a little focused? It does, but she can feel it, right?
Yes.
So think about a young person's heart. Who knows what she was eating, if she was eating healthy, if she was eating anything at all, right? And then a continuous, a daily
Yes.
drinking them.
Yes.
And on days, drinking more than one.
And they said up to a year prior
Yes.
to her death
Yes.
that she'd
was
been
drinking like 2 a day.
And how many? Right? Like
Yeah.
how many?
I think they said
geez.
that they were thinking about 2 a day, right? That's what was her.
That's
That was her routine.
quadruple the amount
of
what is recommended for a young
and
person.
not really recommended because they tell you kids shouldn't be
They
drinking.
should be drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boston asked me for a coffee the other day. I'm like, no. I don't think
Well,
so.
see, and that was gonna be my take. We remember if we would go to our parents and like, can I have some coffee when we're young, and they'd be like, no,
Yeah,
why?
nope,
Because it's
nope.
gonna what?
Shoot, it'd
Keep
make
you
them
awake?
bounce off the walls.
Well, no, but what else would they tell you? It's gonna stunt your growth.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Really?
It was. Of
Damn
course,
it! I
we
knew I
hear
should just
all
stop
these-
drinking coffee.
We hear, yeah, I guess we drank a lot of it. I don't know, man, because we didn't grow much at all. I mean, look at Cranky. He's
But-
shorter than everybody over here.
They said everything stumped your growth.
Yeah.
They even said lifting weights stumped your growth.
Being
I
too
thought
close
that
to
was
the TV caused you to go blind.
Yes,
and-
it was all these.
So, but you know, our parents would always be like, "No, you can't have coffee," right? And I used to be like that with the kids too, and I'd be like, "No, not until you turn, 17, 18, where you can handle it."
Right.
But you're giving, and I think we talked about it on the last episode. The gamers,
Yes.
they advertise that, and at the
Yes.
tournaments, they're handing them out for free.
That was
these
my-
energy drinks, and you're giving them to kids. A lot of these people in these tournaments, yeah, you have some adults there, but the majority of them are young people, and you're giving these people just energy drinks, and and they're just drinking them, and I mean, you gotta think, bro, like
I think the percentage might have been higher, but recently I looked it up. So at least up to 35% of advertising that is done on these esports, which kind of goes along with what we talked about last week, the esports and the game, right? Because they do market this to the younger crowds. They put it on Facebook. They give it to influencers. They give it to like the Alani stuff, which I kind of agree with it. They do the way they package it. It kind of gives it a little, girly look, a little, girly colors and girly names like Stardust, Cosmo. You know what I mean? So I do see them advertising to the kids.
so
I don't know if that's their fault for this. In my opinion, I really don't.
So when you look at energy drinks, they range anywhere from 74 to 300 around milligrams,
Milligrams
right, of caffeine.
Caffeine, yeah.
Depending on the size of the can, right?
Yeah, and there's various cans. I mean,
Bang
there's-
Energy, 300 milligrams. Rain, 300 milligrams. Spike, 350.
Bang is 300.
300. C4, 200.
Okay.
Alani, 200. 5 Hour Energies, 200 for that little freaking
That little
thing.
bottle.
Monsters, 160. Rockstars are 160. And Red Bulls, if you get a 16-ounce can, it's 151. So for adults, FDA notes that single doses up to 200, daily intakes up to 400 are generally safe for an adult. And it's not recommended for kids under the age of 18.
Now look. I'm no angel. I can openly admit there's been days in years past, not recently, but in years past, where I was drinking 2 3 a day, almost daily. And I don't know if it's an addictive thing. I don't know if it was almost like a drug.
It is.
But it's like coffee,
Yep.
right? You
And
got to
that's
have their
addictive, too.
coffee in the morning, right? You got to drink it. And that's how I had, for a while, that's what it was like.
Yep.
Had to go buy that energy drink. Get that Monster, get that Red Bull. Oh, I changed it up because after a while, it didn't affect me anymore, right? Then I had to change it. And then you just get to the point where I just kind of realized, I'm like, wait a minute. I need to slow down a little bit. This was too much.
So I had a friend that used to drink the Monsters like that, and he would just drink them. He would drink at least 3 a day. He would drink one because he used to drive.
The Monsters say on the can, do not drink more than 3.
He used to drink one. He used to drive to Laredo all the time.
Yeah.
So he would drink one on the way. He would drink one while he's there, and then he would drink one on the way back. So that way he would stay awake while he's driving.
Yeah.
And he did tell me he had an issue one time that one day he's driving, and all of a sudden he went blind for seconds, where he had to like pull over, and he was freaking out and they told him when he went to the hospital, they told him, yeah, it's all the caffeine that you're drinking. Wow. So they do have an effect. Like, so we wanted the input, and I was talking to Sabrina and Sada, and Sabrina was telling me how it
I
affects
wanted
her
their
heart,
input. I
right?
wanted to see what they had to say.
She was like,
about
yeah, it affects how my heart races, but it does help. But she doesn't drink them every day. And what I've noticed from her is that when she takes them, she'll drink Celsius. When she takes them, she doesn't finish them all the time, right?
Okay.
I was talking to Sada, and she
That's
says,
a waste of money.
You just wasted $5.
yeah. And I asked Sada, I said, and you? And she says, well, it says that she was drinking 2 a day. To me, that's a lot. I can barely finish one every other day when I drink them. She was 17 and still a kid, and the drink literally tells you what's in it and how much a body can take. Energy drinks are not meant for an every single day drink. And I don't think Alani is in the wrong. This is her input. I don't think that they're in the wrong. And I also feel that the parents are somewhat responsible for her drinking one every single day.
Okay, which is great. That was the input I wanted, because obviously she's still in that range.
Yeah, she's
even though
about to be 19.
She graduated.
So yes, but
I know, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She graduated. She was in that. She was in cheer, right?
Dance, yeah.
In the dance. Okay, so that stress or whatever, to try and get through the day and have a good show or have a good practice, whatever. Like, you need that energy.
And she'll take
that's
it like
that was the input that I wanted.
Yeah, she goes to class like she's going to college. So when she goes to her morning classes, she takes one.
Yeah.
But she says she doesn't finish them all the time, but she'll drink most of it. But she's like, I just don't feel like I can drink the whole thing.
So she did bring up a point though about, which is in the lawsuit, that currently right now the lawyers for the family are going after the distributor of Alani and not actual Alani, at least not yet.
Not yet.
But they're going after the distributor because they're saying that they're just throwing it out there. They don't know who's buying it, and they're all this stuff and putting it on the distributor. I'm like, I think y'all, to me, again, someone passed away, someone died, but to me, like, there, you have to know what your kids are drinking. Unless she had a job to where she had her own money and could buy the things whenever she felt like or whenever she wanted it. You know what I'm saying? But if she didn't have a job and she just did the cheer and she just did all this stuff, who's giving her money? Got to get it from somewhere, right? And the parents don't know what she's drinking. The parents don't know what she's buying if they're giving her this money. The mom said she knew about it. She knew she was drinking them. Even her homecoming little sign looked like an Alani can. So that kind of tells you, okay, if you like something that much, you're gonna drink it every day, or you're gonna like it so much you're gonna put it on your homecoming sign or whatever.
Well, listening to the news, right? I was listening to one of the national news, and they were talking about that they don't feel that this is the end of what the lawsuit's going, because yes, they're going after distributors right now, but I think their main goal is to go after the company,
Right.
Which Alani is owned by Celsius. And Celsius commented that they're saddened by the loss, right? But it does clearly say on the can that it's not intended for people under 18. Their products comply with applicable federal labeling requirements, and our policy is not to market or sample to anyone under 18, consistent with the label warnings. So
Okay.
right now they're trying to CYA, right?
Now look. So you're saying that Celsius, that Alani is owned by Celsius. No, actually, this is not. This was just happenstance, but this is a Celsius can. On this can now. Now remember, this happened in October.
Yeah.
On the can now, it says right here, caffeine content 200 milligrams, right? Over here on the side, it says do not exceed 2 servings per day. So how much is a serving?
200.
A serving is considered a 12-ounce can, right? Serving size. So this is 1 serving. So don't drink 2 of these in one day, is what they're saying, right? And it also says not recommended for people who are caffeine sensitive, children under 18, or women who are pregnant or nursing. So was this can apparently now see
What did
that,
the can
that was
have
part
on it before?
right? That was part of the lawsuit, saying that the can didn't say any of this, and that's why my daughter was drinking this much Alani because the can didn't
Is
say.
that a Mandela effect or what?
Well, I mean, and
Well, it doesn't say it if you're looking at it straight up. You got to turn the can sideways.
yeah, you got to actually read it. I think at one
Yeah.
point, right? So I don't know. I mean, do they have a case? We're not part of that jury. We're not in that county. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I mean,
They're going to settle out of court, bro.
That's what I heard too.
It-
do you think so?
That's what I
The
heard
same
too.
way with everything, Bill Miller's, Jim's,
Stupid Bill Miller.
McDonald's, everybody that, they're going to settle. I don't think they wanted to go to a trial because then it's going to get more notoriety. And even though people say, that any publicity is still good publicity because
Right.
you're out there, not all publicity
Publicity
is
is
good
good.
publicity.
Okay.
Because then you're going to have people that are going to protest. You're going to have people pulling it off their shelves.
Okay, so you brought up Bill Miller's. We've talked about that
No,
before.
you brought up Bill Miller's.
Did I?
No, I brought it up.
He
Oh,
brought it.
does.
But my point is, remember what happened with Bill Miller's? They lost. They had to pay out however much money because the jury said, well, yeah, you're negligible and
1.8
you're
or
negligent,
something
so
like
you
that,
had to
yeah.
pay that amount of money. So they started putting all these stickers that says, "Watch out, it's hot." Smart people, don't read this if you're smart. If you're not smart, read the label. The label says that it's hot. Okay. So I'm just like, what? How? I'm at a loss for words. I mean, I just don't know what is the end goal here? Like, what? How much? I hate to say it. How much is a life worth in this case? What amount of money is gonna make that mom say, "Okay,
Now,
Okay,
if they're
I'm
doing
done.
it, if
I'm
they're
good.
doing
I
it
got
for a
closure.
change-
I have
Yeah,
closure
have
now.
closure. Yeah.
if they're doing it
closure.
for a change because they want the marketing to be better as far as the label warnings, if they're wanting it to be now, I don't know, you need an ID to purchase it, like whatever it is that they're going for. If there's a change, I can see them saying, because I don't want this to happen to somebody else.
which she did say. She
Well, yeah,
did
but
say.
you're always going to say that because
Well,
you're in the middle of a case,
She did
right?
say, if you look at the newscast and the news reports, when the lawyer's talking, the attorney's talking, she's talking, she said that.
I mean,
I don't want this
believe
to
me,
happen to somebody else. Okay, if that's your case, if that's your point, then money shouldn't be on the table, right? But there's a reason why it's a lawsuit.
Yeah, it's a civil suit because they want money. And you're right. How much is
How much is a third-degree burn on your leg from barbecue sauce that
Apparently
was too
$1.8
hot?
million.
It's worth $1.8 million, baby. I mean, I know I'm sounding like a jerk, but which is not my point. But I'm trying to, throw different things out there. Like, how much is a life worth? What's gonna make you say, okay, I'll settle. I'm done. We don't have to pursue it anymore.
And is it their idea in the first place? Or does the lawyer see this and say, you know what?
I can wait.
You have a case.
Yeah, you have a case.
And now they're like, well, maybe I do have a case.
Yeah. And now
So
they're
you're
like,
like, whose idea is it? In the Is it?
Or even
know?
a lawyer. I mean, you don't think that there's somebody in their ear, like
oh yeah,
now they can say, hey, you saw what happened in San Antonio? You saw what happened with Bill Miller? You can get money. Is it gonna replace your daughter? No. But it's gonna help ease and comfort and know that a change is gonna be made. There's always somebody in somebody's ear because there's always somebody that's greedy. There's always somebody that's thinking about money. You're right. Should money be on the table if it's a lawsuit? No, but it's a civil suit, and that's what they're gonna go for. Which I'm not mad at. This is a sad situation.
it is. I mean,
It's a sad situation. But like you said, to what point? You know what I mean? I think to me, if we were gonna settle, I'm like, yeah, I'll take money, but I also want bigger labels on the can, card people that look 18. You know what I mean? They do that with cigarettes, right? Do that. I mean, I can see a change like that coming. Is that what they're going for? Hopefully,
I don't know. I mean, I like I said, I'm not upset to where it's like I'm not going. I've seen TikTok videos of people who are extremely upset, and I'm not
About
not
the
there.
lawsuit?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And but I'm not there. I'm not at that point. I'm not that mad, and I don't think I'll ever be that mad. But my point in bringing this up is, okay, let's look at the different things. Let's look at what happened. Let's, what is the attorney saying? What is she saying? What is the company saying? And it's only the beginning. It's only going to get worse from here, because if they don't get anything from the distributor, then they're going to go after the maker and who else, whoever advertises, I mean, I don't know who has their advertising thing, but I mean, this is only the beginning. And so, yeah, I just wanted to kind of bring that up and see what you guys thought about it. And again, probably sounded like a jerk, but when it all comes down to it, somebody did pass away, somebody did die, they lost their daughter. But I mean, what happens now?
Yeah, it's a sad situation, and it's just, to me, it took this to happen for changes to be made, right? Because
yeah.
changes are going to be made.
Yep.
But I don't know. I've always been very cautious about energy drinks.
You don't drink them? Do you drink them?
You know what? I have maybe, if even one a month.
Wow.
I was telling y'all that I'll drink it when I'm on my way. Like if I'm doing a long drive, I won't start off drinking it. I'll just be driving, and then if we pull over because somebody needs to go to the bathroom, because of course kids always have to go to the bathroom. But we pull over, and you know what? I always get me a Monster, and I get me some Twizzlers. That's it. And then that's what I'm snacking on.
Do you bite the end
and
off
drink
and then
these-
use it as a straw?
I do that, yes. Yes, I do. And nobody else likes Twizzlers. They're like, yeah, that's nasty. It's like plastic. I don't care. That's my go-to snack while I'm driving, right? But I'll have one, and that's it. I'm not, and then even at that, I still don't finish it. Like it's just, that just kind of just to help me a little bit. I used to drink them when we played softball. I used to drink them, like if I was gonna do anything, volleyball, whatever it was, I would drink one before, and that was it. But I'm not. It wasn't a daily thing.
You know what's funny? Going back to the softball days, you know who the first energy drink I ever tried, ever. And you know who gave it to me?
Demo?
John.
Guantemoc.
Yep.
Who was given to John? No. No, Temo was the first one. He gave me a Red Bull, and that was the first time I ever had an energy drink. I wonder if he gave one to John, though.
Gave him that fuel
The fuel.
to run the first.
Juan Bonseco, man.
I used to love that. We used to get him to pinch hit, and then get to first. All right, get out. We love you, John.
Oh,
Man, I had-
man.
Yeah, never mind. I don't want to be mean.
That would, that would be.
It wasn't about John. It was about Demo. But we're gonna leave it at that.
Are we calling it? Are we gonna call it? Anything else we need to cover?
He had blue eyes, right?
Who did?
Demo.
I don't know, depending on what direction you were looking at him at.
Well, one eye blue this way. Oh, anyways.
Oh, man. Well, there you go, man. That's it.
Hola, you know what? Respond,
Follow,
share.
comment, subscribe. Find us on Spotify. Find
Yeah.
us on YouTube.
YouTube. We'd love to hear your comments, on
Yeah.
anything, but we'd love to hear what you're taking, what you're thinking and responses about the Alani situation.
Yeah, we
So,
need the engagement.
yeah.
We need for you guys
We
to
definitely
want
want to hear about that.
How
How many do you drink? How does it affect you? Do you agree with the lawsuit? Give us your feedback. We'd
Yep.
love to hear it.
We sure do. Cranky? Anything? No. The Louis? Nothing?
Y'all took the words out of my mouth, I guess. I mean, we could have gone, more, but yeah, it's just.
But why? But what?
Yeah,
you should have
like,
did it.
we
You should
need
have
to
said
hear
it.
your
You're
take.
like, I was hoping you said a little bit more, but
I mean, I don't know. I mean, the energy. I mean, I don't know how it's like people do pre-workouts. Then they're not energy drinks; they're pre-workouts, and those have a lot of caffeine in them.
the protein stuff.
No.
They're
it's a
just
pre-workout.
pre-workouts. They're powders. They're powders,
Really?
and
Yeah,
those have a
okay.
lot of caffeine in them.
And they work out every day.
And
Do they
and
take
you
it
do
every day?
You take it every day, and they probably have more caffeine than an energy drink. But you don't see nothing happening to them.
So pre-workout supplements typically contain between 150 to 400 milligrams of caffeine
Oh my
per serving.
God.
And per serving is a scoop. A scoop is like this big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's pure caffeine. Pure
Yes,
sugar,
because
dude.
pure caffeine.
Yeah,
Look, Cranky went like this.
and I'll tell you this: if they're working out daily, they're taking one daily. And guess what? They don't say anything about that, but you know what? There's kids taking them in school for pre-workouts before they start their gym sessions, before they start their practice.
Your football practices.
This is something. So, this is another thing to think about.
I think
Cranky's right.
when it comes down to it, I think kind of parents maybe not take responsibility, but I think they should. This is something to where parents should say, "Hey, if you're drinking these, you need to watch out, or you need to be careful."
I don't know when Red Bull. I'm guessing Red Bull was the first energy drink on the market.
As
probably
far
the
as
big
I
name.
know, because that was the first time I saw it, the first time I heard of it, and I only drank half the damn can.
It's like
And I was lit.
we were saying earlier. We had no energy drinks when we were younger. I mean, our only thing was coffee, and we weren't
Not back
allowed.
then,
Pretty
yeah.
much weren't allowed to drink it.
Yeah.
But we didn't need energy drinks. We were young. We had the energy.
Yeah.
True.
You know.
Yep.
I mean, we didn't need. I mean, I was hungover the next day at baseball games. I didn't need energy. I was loose already from freaking the night before.
Okay.
Why
David
don't they
Wells.
just do that? Go freaking drink the night before, and you'll be ready to go the next day.
Okay, pulling a David Wells going out to the baseball field, hungover and.
We would go. I mean, we would have the games the next day, and we would be surprised of how good of a game we had because you're loose, man, from the day
Yeah,
before. You
Yeah,
wouldn't.
Yep.
You know. I mean, I don't know why they just don't take a shot.
And it was, I think, the first big market energy drink was Red Bull, but it was the 8-ounce cans.
Yeah, they're smaller ones.
Right.
They're small. I mean, I tell you, I drank half of the damn thing the very first time. And that rest of that softball game, I mean, I was totally wired. I was lit.
My sister used to work at a bank, and she drank one and had a Coke. And she said that she was so jittery that she had to leave work because she couldn't deal with it. So think about it. And Red Bulls, those 8-ounce cans only have like Cranky wants to see it. They only have like 80 milligrams. So
The Red Bulls?
the small cans,
Wow.
yeah. So and those were high potency. So
But see, here's another thing about these. Okay, so not only do they have that much caffeine in them, they got vitamin B, vitamin B12, vitamin B6. Those alone are supposed to give you energy.
Yep.
Wow.
That's why people take vitamin B shots.
Yep.
Because vitamin B alone is supposed to give you energy. You don't need the caffeine.
Are they like the way Roger takes vitamin D shots?
Well, he takes those rectally.
And that's just his weekends.
I wonder what his favorite hockey team is. The team in Chicago, maybe?
Doesn't even
Yeah,
count.
they came in Chicago.
You heard right that Red Bull got sued too
Really? When?
by this guy that he sued him because he said he didn't grow wings.
Oh, my God. That's it. That's it.
And he won.
No, shut up, for
They
real?
settled out of court. Yeah. So this is the reason also, like when you said, at what point, like, is there going to be a stop to everybody suing somebody for everything? You know what I mean?
We're still waiting for Cranky to go to Bill Miller's and dump a whole thing of sauce on himself.
And you know what this place is gonna do is they're gonna make the label bigger of the the caution bigger, and all they're gonna do is just lower the caffeine.
But do they have to?
I mean,
Because now if that's the way the cans look now, if that's the warnings that the cans have now, shouldn't that protect them? Because now it's saying it shouldn't be for kids. It's 200 milligrams. It's too much. Don't give it to your kid. Like, do they really have to? You know what I mean? Like, do they have to change that much? I mean, I don't know what the can looked like before. Now, according maybe to the lawsuit at that point in October, maybe the can didn't have all that warning on it. Maybe it only said that it was 200 milligrams. And it didn't say, don't drink more than... I mean, it says it now.
Yeah. If anybody has a can from before October, we'd love to see it.
I don't even see where it says 200
It's on the
milligrams.
site. You gotta turn it-
No,
you gotta
it's
turn-
there. It's right under the label. No, it's right there. Right under it says contains...
Oh yeah, there it is. 200.
Yeah.
So why isn't it? Oh, because it's not a nutrient. That's why they don't put it on the
Yeah,
nutrient.
of course. That's
facts?
why it's outside the box. It has no nutritional value, sir. That's why it's not in there. But
So then, is it really caffeine then?
I mean, what's caffeine?
I mean, coffee has caffeine. Coffee is,
But I think a regular cup of
ground,
coffee has about...
a bean.
Hold on. Now we can keep going. We're over time, but we can keep going. Look up if coffee has any caffeine.
Coffee has caffeine.
Check it.
And it's a regular... I think a regular dose is like 60 to 80 milligrams.
I need official.
I'm going to get it for you
I
right
need
now.
official lineage, sir. I need a line. Because it's not the caffeine in coffee that keeps you from falling asleep or keeps you awake. There's something else in coffee.
Like what if you don't put nothing else in it?
No.
So
Coffee contains what?
Coffee contains anywhere between 75 to 180 milligrams, depending on the size of the cup. So, like a 12-ounce cup can have up to 180. They range from 75 to about 120. But again, and then depending on the sugar you're putting in it and everything else, sweeteners.
Coffee contains something else that blocks your brain from making you tired or sleepy. It basically tricks your brain into saying, you're not tired. You can keep going. But then what happens when that wears off?
You get another cup.
Yeah. And then you get another one that's how you are.
Coffee contains caffeine, a natural stimulant that tricks your brain by mimicking a molecule called adenosine by binding to it receptors without activating them. So caffeine blocks the brain's sleepy signals, causing increased alertness and faster neural firing.
So it's not necessarily the caffeine that's doing it. It's your brain.
It's tricking your brain.
Your brain is being tricked into making you think that the coffee is working
Yeah.
when it's really not. That's all I wanted to say. But yes. Well, salute to John. Salute to the Chicago Blackhawks. Salute
guy in
to
Syracuse.
the guy in Syracuse. Andy. You know what's funny? Pup sent me this. Did he send it to you? I don't think he sent it to
No,
you.
he didn't send it to
He sent me this thing. It was this video of this catcher throwing down to second base,
And
and
hit
he
the pitcher?
nailed the pitcher
I saw
right in the
that.
back of the head. And Pup sent it to me, and I was like, dude, that was the first time that I ever went to play with you guys. And he nails Rudy in the back of the head
the
with that
shortest
ball.
guy on the team, who was kneeling down and still got him. Shout out to Pup.
Shout out to Pup, man. Shout out to Rudy. Shout out to all those guys, man.
Hooch.
Hooch, 1876. I bet he remembers that.
Yep.
All right, man. I guess that's it. Anything else? Fiesta's coming up this week.
Oyster Bake Friday.
Oyster Bake's coming up. Don't make sure you take your $5
to market.
to Market Square. Dude, and that's it, man.
That's
We'll
it.
talk to you guys later.
Peace.